what I got. What you get? What you get? I got some figs. What you get? What you get? Found some figs.
Well, James, you might as well go first, mate, because it's pretty underwhelming.
Before I get into this, it's going to be underwhelming for me for a little while now, but I've got three bangers coming over the next few months. So stay tuned, everyone. Stay tuned. Big boy purchases. So stay tuned. All right, for me this week, and it arrived today. Thanks again to Go Figure Collectibles, but I got a Michael Jordan 10-inch Dream Team pop. Looks really, really cool. Here it is here. Here it is here in the box.
Oh, this is bloody huge.
It's huge, mate. Yeah, cool little memento of the man himself. But no, it looks really cool. I've got
it up or you leave it in the box?
For now, I'll leave it in the box because I've got nowhere to put it. But you can't see behind me. But I've got the 10-inch home jersey, the white jersey, Jordan pop as well. So,
very nice. Well, my merch purchase was pretty good this week. First thing, sometimes you have to go away from the figures, mate. And big purchase for my son was the new version of Wii Sports. And I just want you to have a look there at the scores on the bowling. Look at the green one there. Chris, 244 at Wii Bowling. First go. So,
well done, mate.
Thank you. Very cool game if you're out there looking for another game for your family. Good fun. Second merch purchase, also not anything to do with figures, but it takes us back to my childhood. Do you remember these movies, the Problem Child movies?
I do, mate. Absolutely.
So I bought these online because I was told that they didn't make them anymore, probably for a good reason. And I looked into, I thought I'll watch them with my kids and see if they stand up the test of time. Definitely still funny. The first one, we only watched the first one, and it was very, very funny. Some of the jokes were very borderline whether I would allow that in the house, but still pretty good. And I do have other merch perch, but my image has not come up. That's a bit strange. I will just bring up my next one then. Biggest purchase our house has made in a long time. Again, not a figure-related purchase this week. We bought a beautiful new schmoodle, little dog. No. His name's Cosmo. He is named after Cosmo Kramer, who he has a big afro on his head. So he's been very nice to have in the house, but geez, he's a pain in the ass. Have you ever had a puppy, James?
I've got two.
So, and you got them as puppies?
Yeah. Yep. They're like babies.
When does it get good, mate?
Oh, mate, yeah. It's tough for the first week. I remember I've had a few puppies. I had a Jack Russell named Rocky, and he was honestly like a baby. And then I had a boxer cross cattle dog. He was the biggest sook, but the best dog ever. And now I got two little chihuahuas that they've been pretty easy, but they just sleep with me all the time, so they're good.
Yeah.
Easy.
Well, he's been pretty good. He sleeps through the night. He hasn't been keeping me awake through the night, which is good. Sometimes I wake up to find a Duke right on next to my bed, which is a bit annoying. So thanks for that, dog. And one of the things that is probably the most annoying is when your kids haven't had a dog before, and every 5 minutes they're like, "No, don't do that. No, don't do that." And I just shut up. Let the dog be a dog. Somehow I have actually not put up my figure purchases. But I did also pick up this week from Bulletproof Villain a Sergeant Slaughter Elite 89. Nice. I did get a nice refund from Jeff at Go Figure because their stock didn't come in. And then I also bought the 4 WrestleMania Elites for the second time. So you remember back a few episodes ago, Ringside had not found my order. They didn't know where it was. So I bought them from Big Bad Toy Store in the US, and they got here within about a month and a half. But I paid for about $80 for shipping. So very good price, premium shipping, tracked all the whole way here. Every time anything happened, I knew. But they got to Queensland 6 weeks ago, and it took 6 weeks to get from Queensland to Perth. they got from the US to Queensland in 3 weeks.
That's
So
crazy, isn't it?
it's our internal receiving that is the problem. So that is my merch perch. Now, do you have a members merch perch?
I do. I've got 2, actually. I've got 2. So my first is Michael Jordan, the Michael Jordan, who had a no-holds-barred cardboard cutout of Hogan himself.
Yeah, love it.
Hulk's
Really
first
cool.
big movie. Awesome.
And if that's like current, that looks in so quality condition.
Yeah, it looks in very good condition. That'd be worth something, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. And then the next one, this is a big boy purchase from our good friend over the ditch, Brett Amos. He's picked himself up a WWF Hasbro 2-up prototype of the Virgil himself. Great piece.
Cool.
Great piece.
The face on that Virgil is amazing.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I love it. Love it. What about you, mate?
Mine was very church. I'm pretty sure it was Daniel Lang. Sorry if it wasn't you, Daniel. Saw this one. Bret the Hitman Hart, fully loaded Topps signature card, numbered to 25 from the 2021 release. Super, super cool card. Really, the Hitman looks completely jacked there, and a great signature as well. So really cool pickup this week.
Yeah,
wouldn't have been cheap, I don't think, that card.
No. Well, what are we talking, you think?
I reckon 300 to 500 minimum.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay. Well, congratulations, guys. Great pickups there. All right, let's get into my favourite segment, What's Online.
Did you see what was online? What's online? Some bloke selling some LJN figures on eBay. What's he asking? He's asking too much. Well, did you make an offer? Make an offer. You can't make an offer. It's an auction. Well, just slide into his DMs. Maybe he wants to let them go for less. Maybe he's just trying to whet your appetite. Well, I don't know. We'll just make an offer. I can't make an offer. It's an auction. We'll just slide right in to the DMs. What else is online? Oh, there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff online.
Hey, James, I've got to tell you this first, mate. What's online? You know I'm a mad sports fan. Did you see the Hand of God jersey from Maradona sold for $12.4 million?
Wow. Is that US?
That was Australian.
That was Australian. Wow.
7 million pounds, I think it was. So
wow.
For those people who don't know, Hand of God, a jersey, Maradona versus England, World Cup. He jumps to head the ball. It looks like he heads it in the net, but when you see the replay, he's actually punched the ball into the net. And probably one of the most controversial World Cup moments since Italy cheated against Australia in 2006.
Yes.
2006. And Fabio Grosso took a big dive in the penalty box.
Yeah.
Anyway, just shows you, hold on to things. But that, I think people would have known that jersey would have been worth a fair bit.
Yeah. Here's a question for you. As an athlete, as a former athlete, Chris.
Yeah.
If you won a World Cup in that fashion, would you feel guilty?
No. Because you just play the ref, mate. It's like, what's the difference? So if you obviously punching the ball in the net is not good. But if your referee sees it, yellow card, you that's part of the game. But what's the difference between maybe pulling somebody's shirt to get an advantage, or like best one ever was Luis Suarez against I think it was Senegal or Ivory Coast, and he deliberately, like last minute of the game, stops the ball with his both hands to stop a goal, gets a red card, they get a penalty. So if the goal goes in, Uruguay knocked out of the World Cup. But he deliberately cheats, or not cheats, but stops the goal. He gets a red card. They then miss the penalty. It goes to extra time, and they knock out the other team. So he saved his country elimination at his own expense of not being able to play the next game. I just think part of the game.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think it's almost like, to me, soccer, you kick the ball with your hands or your head, right? So it'd be like a boxer.
Kick with your feet, yeah.
Kick with your feet, sorry. Kick with your feet and head it with your head. It'd be like a boxer kneeing the opponent in the balls.
No, but that's the referee will call that, mate. You're not the referee.
Oh, but surely the referee could have called that.
Well, look at Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry, one
I
of
have no
France.
idea who that is.
One of the best French strikers of all time, played for Arsenal, Juventus, and for France. And against Ireland in a World Cup qualifier, the ball went clearly out of bounds. He played on, and they scored a goal to knock Ireland out of the World Cup. And, what do you do? Do you go back and do you say, excuse me, referee, you missed it, it went out of bounds?
Here's another example. To win the NBA championship, you shoot for a 3, and it hits the bottom of the net. Sounds like a swish, and the ref goes 3-pointer. Well done, you win the championship. Do you feel guilty? I would.
No,
I'd feel guilty.
I feel guilty.
See, guilty, mate.
If you feel guilty like that, you should come and play in my indoor soccer team where we were playing a grand final and a guy broke his leg in the game, right? We were 3-0 up when this happened. And one of the guys in our team went, maybe we should just let them have the win. Said, what? Let them have the win. Well, he goes, I feel bad for that guy because he broke his leg. I said, mate, it's a grand final. It's not our fault that he broke his leg. There was no contact for the break of leg. It was just an accident of him falling. The same guy also argued with the ref that we weren't actually 3-1 ahead in a different game. We were only 2-1 ahead despite us scoring.
Oh, my God. Get him off the team.
Mate.
Well, that wraps up what's online, guys. What a great segment.
That was
all right.
Birch Purge.
We've
just started. We just started. Have we got more?
Yeah.
Doesn't wrap it up. What are you doing, James?
Well, what's online, mate? Who wants to go first, me or you?
I thought you were saying that wraps it up.
No, I know, but I'm joking. We've been talking about sport.
I'll go first, mate. Yeah, this is when you know the asylum people, they're getting bigger and bigger. They've got things for sale in Australia from somebody in Australia. This is a autographed Kane Showdown 2-pack. Only autographed by Kane, not by, is it Edge there? Edge, yeah. $180. Tell you what, that's pretty pricey. If you're selling that, that's pretty pricey for a Kane autograph. You can get a Kane autograph for about $25. This one, very good value. Storm Hogan, $95 Australian in Australia for this figure, which is now sold out. That is an incredibly good price. So I think I paid close to $50 US for mine when it was at retail. So get on that if you want a Storm Hogan. They're the best figures of Hogan before the Ultimates came out. And this one here, James will probably want to buy this one. No. Evil Crush. For your small price of $1,100. Do you know I bought 2 of these for under $100 in 2017?
Yeah, wow, it's crazy.
And the loose one for $50 as well.
Very good, very good.
And I also remember when I first got really back into collecting, and I had never seen this figure before. Like I just didn't even know it existed as a kid. And I had to Google to see whether it was actually real or custom.
Oh, wow.
Because I looked at it and I thought, well, why has it got the Kona Crush if it's the Evil Crush? That's got to be a custom. And then I read all these forums of people arguing about whether it was actually ever released or not. It was very interesting.
There you go. I remember buying that at Kmart as a kid.
Never saw it.
All right, for me, big fella, I've got first cab off the rank. I've got a NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie first shot prototype, and this is already sold, but it only sold for $150 US. Which, if you're a turtle fan, I think that's a good buy. Great buy. Test shot prototype.
Looks a bit like a sad turtle.
Yeah, it does. But that's Leonardo. It looks like Leonardo. He's all serious, He's the leader.
Yeah, he is. He looks a bit malnourished.
Yeah. Looks like what's that movie? Cocoon. Remember that movie?
He's gone away for the weekend. You forgot to feed your pet turtles. That's what happens to him.
Now this one here, Chris. Can you pick what's wrong with this? This is a WWF Hasbro Series 8 Lex Luger error. What's wrong with that?
Oh, what's the error? Oh, look at the card. Narcissistic knockout. That's him. Oh, the figure looks in great condition. The mullet on Lex is looking good. The grading sticker looks good. Oh, I don't know. It's a good Bam Bam Bigelow, but what's the error?
Well, graded 85. Guess how much they're asking for this?
Oh, $2,000.
Starting bid of $9,300 USD.
Someone
will probably pay that. Someone will probably pay
No.
that because